Children, today we are going to discuss more sums from the exercise of trigonometric functions of sum and difference. The formulas we have studied in the previous class, that cos x plus y equals to cos x cos y minus sin y cos x minus y is equals to cos x cos y plus sin x sin y, and many more. And we will try to use those formulas, that concept, in solving the further sums in the exercise, right? Let's see this sum. In this sum it is given that cos 135 degree minus cos 120 degree upon cos 135 degree plus cos 120 degree equals to 3 minus 2 root 2. We have to prove that this value is equals to 3 minus 2 root 2. Let's see the solution, children. Cos 135 can be written as cos 180 minus 45. Cos 120 can be written as cos 180 minus 60. Right, children? Similarly, in the denominator, cos 135 is cos 180 minus 45. Cos 120 is cos 180 minus 60. Now, when we cos 180 minus theta, we have studied that minus cos theta. Cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. It will be minus cos 60 degree minus cos 45 degree, and same as in the denominator. Right? So this minus minus will get plus, and when we take minus common from both the numerator and denominator, we'll get the value cos 45 minus cos 60 upon cos 45 plus cos 60. Right. Now substitute the value. Cos 45 is 1 upon 2 root 2. Cos 60 is root 3 by 2. Okay. And then take the LCM in numerator and denominator both. So when we do the reciprocal of the denominator, this 2 will get cancelled. What we'll get? Root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 plus 1. Now we have to rationalize this denominator. When we are rationalizing this denominator, we'll multiply by its conjugate. That will be root 2 plus 1 in the numerator and denominator both. So root 2 minus 1 into root 2 minus 1, it will be root 2 minus 1 to the whole square upon a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square. It will be 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So when we expand the square of this term, root 2 minus 1 to the whole square, we'll get root 2 square plus 1 minus 2 root 2. Root 2 square is 2 plus 1 is 3. So what we'll get? 3 minus 2 root 2. That is the right hand side. So we have proved that left hand side is equals to right hand side. Right, children? Note down, please. Okay, let's see another sum, children. In this sum, the question is given as if A, B, C, D are the angles of the quadrilateral, then prove that sine A plus B whole upon 2 equals to sine C plus D whole upon 2. Right? A, B, C, D are the angles of quadrilateral, and we know that the sum of angles of quadrilateral is 360 degree. That means if do the A plus B plus C plus D, then we'll get answer 360 degree. That is 2 pi. Right? Now A plus B, if we transfer this C plus D that side to right hand side, we'll get A plus B equals to 2 pi minus C plus D. And when we divide both LHS and RHS by 2, what we'll get? A plus B by 2 equals to pi minus C plus D by 2. Now take sine both sides. We'll get sine A plus B by 2 equals to sine pi minus C plus D by 2. Sine 180 minus theta. In case of 180, sine will remain same. And in case of angle, if you see, 180 minus theta will lie in second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive. So what will it become? Sine C plus D by 2. So we have proved that sine A plus B by 2 equals to sine C plus D by 2. Right, children? Note down, please. Let's see another sum, children. In this sum, the question says evaluate cot 105 minus tan 105. Now what we'll do, children, we'll first calculate the value of tan 105, then cot 105, and then substitute the values, then calculate, right, and then simplify. Let's see how we calculate the value of tan 105 degree. So children, tan 105 degree can be written as tan 60 degree plus tan 45 degree. Now the formula for tan A plus B is tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A tan B. When we substitute the value in the formula, what we'll get? Tan 60 degree plus tan 45 degree upon 1 minus tan 60 degree tan 45 degree. Children, the value of tan 60 degree is root 3 and tan 45 is 1. On substituting the value, we'll get the result root 3 plus 1 upon 1 minus root 3. Alright. Now you can see, children, we are getting square root in the denominator. So what we are doing, we are rationalizing it by multiplying it the conjugate. So 1 minus root 3 will multiply it by 1 plus root 3 and 1 plus root 3 in the numerator and denominator. Right? So when we do that, what we'll get? Root 3 plus 1 to the whole square upon 1 square minus root 3 square. This will be a square. Alright. So a plus b to the whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab, and it will be 1 minus root 3. So this will become 1 plus 3, 4 plus 2 root 3 upon minus 2. 4 plus 2 root 3 upon minus 2. So take 2 common from the numerator and then cancel out. What we'll get? Minus 2 plus root 3 or minus 2 minus root 3. Right? So the value of tan 105 degree is minus 2 minus root 3. Let's calculate the value of tan cot 105 degree. So cot 105 degree can be written as 1 upon tan 105 degree. Tan 105 degree we have calculated minus 2 plus root 3. So it will be 1 upon minus 2 plus root 3. So what we'll do again? Again square root is there in the denominator. So we are rationalizing it by multiplying it by 2 plus root 3 in the numerator and denominator. When we do that, what we'll get? Minus 2 minus root 3 in the numerator, and the denominator will get 4 minus 3. A plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square, it will be 4 minus 3. So the denominator will become 1. In the numerator, we'll get minus 2 plus root 3. Right, children? Now we got the value of tan 105. We got the value of cot 105. Let's substitute the values here. In place of cot 105 and tan 105, so it will be minus 2 plus root 3. And there is a minus sign before tan 105. So this sign will get plus. Minus will become plus. So it will be 2 plus root 3. 2 plus root 3. So this plus 2 and minus 2 will get cancelled. Root 3 plus root 3 will be 2 root 3. So the value of cot 105 minus tan 105 will be 2 plus root 3. Alright children. Note down please. Let's see another sum children. In this sum it is given that if cos A equals to 1 by 7, cos B equals to 13 upon 14, if A, B lies in first quadrant, then prove that A minus B equals to 60 degree. A, B are lying in first quadrant. That means if A, B are in first quadrant, value of all trigonometrical ratios of A and B will be positive. Because in first quadrant, all trigonometrical ratios are positive. Right children? Now we have to prove that A minus B is 60 degree. So if you remember this formula, cos A minus B equals to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. We are going to use this formula to prove the result that A minus B equals to 60 degree. But if you see in this formula, cos A cos B is given, but sin A sin B is not given. Right? In the question, cos A cos B value is given, but sin A sin B is not given. So what we'll do, we'll calculate the value of sin A sin B. Now if cos A, we say that 1 by 7, the value of sin A will be under root 1 minus cos square A, because sin square A plus cos square A equals to 1. From that formula we can find the value of, make the sin A as a subject, then we get sin A equals to under root 1 minus cos square A. Right children? So when we substitute the value of cos A as 1 by 7, cos square A will be 1 by 49. 1 minus 1 by 49 will be 4 root 3 upon 7. Right children? Similarly, cos B, if it is given that 13 upon 14, if we calculate sin B will be under root 1 minus cos square B. It will be under root 1 minus 13 square, that is 169 upon 14 square, 196. So when we solve, we'll get 27 upon 196. It will be 3 root 3 upon 14. Right children? Now when we substitute this, the value of cos A, cos B, sin A, sin B in this formula, cos A, cos B plus sin A, sin B, what we'll get? We'll get this result, 1 by 7 into 13 by 14 plus 4 root 3 by 7 into 3 root 3 by 14. When we solve, we'll get 13 upon 98 plus 36 upon 98. It will be 49 upon 98. That will be 1 by 2. And 1 by 2 in cos has value cos 60 degree. 1 by 2 is the value of cos 60 degree. So here in left hand side you have cos A minus B. In right hand side you have cos 60 degree. So when we equate the angle, it will be A minus B equals to 60 degree. Hence, we have proved that A minus B is 60 degree. Alright children. Note down please. Let's see another sum children. In this sum we have to prove that tan 13x equals to tan 4x plus tan 9x plus tan 4x, tan 9x, tan 13x. Right. Let's see the solution, children. Tan 13x can be written as tan 9x plus 4x. So here you can see that it is written in tan a plus b form, where a is 9x and b is 4x. So we can apply the formula. Let's apply the formula tan a plus b as tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a tan b. Right, children? So when we cross multiply this denominator here, it will become tan 13x minus tan 4x, tan 9x, tan 13x. And here it is the numerator, tan 4x plus tan 9x. When we transfer this term that side, it will become tan 13x equals to tan 4x plus tan 9x plus tan 4x, 9x, tan 9x, tan 13x. So this is what we have to prove, right? This is the right hand side. Tan 13x equals to this much. So hence proved. Alright, children. Note down, please. Let's see another sum, children. In this sum, it is given that if 3 tan theta minus 15 equals to tan theta plus 15 and the value of theta is in between 0 and 90 degree, the question is to prove that theta equals to 45 degree. Right? You have to prove that theta equals to 45 degree. Now let's see the solution, children. It is given 3 tan theta minus 15 equals to tan theta plus 15. So when we convert tan theta equals to sin theta upon cos theta, it will become 3 sin theta minus 15 upon cos theta minus 15. And here we'll get sin theta plus 15 upon cos theta plus 15. Right, children? Now you can see that we can cross multiply. When we cross multiply, it will become sin theta minus plus 15 cos theta minus 15. This term will get cross multiplied here. Cos theta plus 15 upon sin theta minus 15 is equals to 3. We'll get 3. Okay. Then what we are doing? We are applying C and D, componendo and dividendo. When we do that, we know that componendo, dividendo, A upon B equals to C upon D. Then when we apply componendo and dividendo, it will become A plus B upon A minus B is equals to C plus D upon C minus D. Right. So here what we'll get? Sin theta plus 15 cos theta minus 15 plus cos theta plus 15 sin theta minus 15. Right. In the denominator, we'll get sin theta plus 15 cos theta minus 15 minus cos theta plus 15 sin theta minus 15. Now you can see that this is the formula which it has formed in the numerator and denominator. You can see that it is written sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. And the denominator again it is written sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So this is the formula for sin A plus B, where A is theta plus 15 and B is theta minus 15. So when you write sin A plus B, you can see 15 will get cancelled. You will get sin theta plus theta, sin 2 theta. And then the denominator, the formula is written sin A minus B. That is sin A minus B. So it will be sin theta plus 15 minus theta minus 15. It will be minus theta plus 15. So we're here in the denominator, this angle theta will get cancelled. Alright, children. So what will get? Sin 2 theta upon sin 30 degree equals to 4 by 2. 3 plus 1, 4 by 2. So 2 to the 4. Sin 30 is value 1 by 2. So I have written 1 by 2 directly. Right. So this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. We'll get 1 here. 1 is the value of sin 90. Sin 2 theta equals to sin 90. That means 2 theta equals to 90. So theta equals to 45 degree. Alright, children. Note down, please. Do all the sums in your fair notebooks.